Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Kay, and for the people that know me, I know it's been a while since I've made videos concerning the issues of the Ivory Coast like I was speaking about before, but I'm happy to be back. It's 2025. Happy New Year. So I'm here to speak of course, the leader, Laurent Gbagbo. And today I sit here and I speak of a leader, a freedom fighter, a man of integrity, a father, a son, and the former president of the Ivory Coast. Laurent Gbagbo is a man that sacrificed his freedom and his life for the Ivory Coast and the African diaspora. The story of President Laurent Gbagbo is similar of that of Nelson Mandela, the former president of South Africa. He was against the colonial powers and a leader that fought against apartheid and sought for sovereignty in his country. And I want to speak of Laurent Gbagbo. And this is a timeline of his life. In 1945, Laurent Gbagbo was born in Gagnoa, Côte d'Ivoire. 1970 to 1980, Laurent Gbagbo became a history professor and an active opponent of President Félix Houphouët-Boigny, one-party state. He advocated for political pluralism and national sovereignty in the education and labor. In 1982, Laurent Gbagbo founded the Ivorian Popular Front, FPI. While he was in exile, the FPI is a socialist and nationalist party. In 1988, he returned to Côte d'Ivoire, but was imprisoned for his political activity, which we all know, when you go against the French powers, they will send you into exile or they will incarcerate you, even assassinate you because you're fighting for freedom. In 1990, he ran for the first multi-party presidential election in the Ivory Coast history, challenging Félix Houphouët-Boigny. He lost, but he gained his political legitimacy. In 2000, October, he won the disputed presidential election after a coup contesting the votes. Gbagbo became the president of the Côte d'Ivoire. He promoted nationalist vision of Ivorian identity, advocating for economic and political sovereignty, especially against the French influence. In 2002, a civil war erupted in between the north and the south of Côte d'Ivoire. The rebels claimed mobilized by French powers. In 2010, Laurent Gbagbo wins the Constitutional Council votes of the elections, but the French powers kidnapped the president of the Electoral Force Commission and sent him to Ouattara headquarters and forced the man on national television to proclaim Alassane Ouattara as the winner of the election. Therefore, the Ouattara forces and the French powers order a coup d'etat against former President Laurent Gbagbo, all because Laurent Gbagbo was fighting for sovereignty. He was fighting for peace and also to get out of the monetary zone of the French colonizers, of the Western powers. And they also took him to jail in 2011. After months of post-election violence, the French and the UN backed forces arrested Laurent Gbagbo. Laurent Gbagbo was transported to the ICC, which is the International Criminal Court. And he becomes the first head of state that is tried there. While in prison, Gbagbo always maintained his innocence and portrayed himself a defender of the Ivorian sovereignty. In 2019, he was acquitted by the same ICC that arrested him. He was acquitted of all crimes against humanity and fraud. So, in 2021, Laurent Gbagbo returns to the Côte d'Ivoire after 10 years of being incarcerated in exile in the ICC. He rebuilt his political base, which he launched, called Parti des Peuples Africains Côte d'Ivoire, PPACI, reconfirming the themes of the Pan-Africanism and the independence from foreign influence. What a great man, a man of integrity, a man of power, a man that dedicated his life to free the Ivory Coast and the African continent from the Western powers and the French colonization. But despite that, they still are after Laurent Gbagbo. They still do not want to see the man be great and elevate the Ivory Coast. Fast forward 2025. Despite Laurent Gbagbo putting in his candidacy to run for president in a fair and transparent election, the French powers, along with Ouattara and his administration, took Laurent Gbagbo's name off the electoral list based off of false accusations, which he was acquitted of in 2019. So this posed as a threat of the democratic integrity of the Ivory Coast, which can cause chaos and instability. And I'm urging all international support is needed to uphold the constitutional governance and the electoral justice for it to be a transparent and peaceful election in October 2025. Thank you, and I hope this video reaches the right ears, the right people, and you know, I'm glad that Black history is being made with the president of Burkina Faso, with Mali, and also Niger. And we all stand together, because divided we fall, but united we rise. So I just hope everyone is, you know, staying safe, and thank you.